Welcome back to Beverly Stunning Creations. In my first DIY, I'll be using this wood block from Dollar Tree. And I'll leave the SKU in the description. So the first thing I want to do before we get started is clean this block up. Use some Dollar Tree sanding paper and just sand the corner. Just clean it up a bit. So once you get it cleaned up, just go ahead and spray paint the edges whatever color you desire. I'm going to use silver, and I went ahead and did one ahead of time. Okay, so here's what it looks like. This is so easy, y'all. The next thing I have is one of these iridescent 5x7 frames from Dollar Tree. And I've already pulled the little tabs out from here. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. We also have some of this iridescent adhesive paper that people use for Cricut, and it's from Dollar Tree as well. So what I want to do is take the back piece from my frame, lay it on my paper, trace around it with a pencil, and then cut it out. Once you cut that out, you'll have this, okay? So what I want to do is glue this right on top of my wood. So let's see if I can get this off. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean my glass so I can put it right on top. So I'll clean the glass and then come right back. Okay guys, I'm back and I've cleaned my glass. So what I want to do before I do anything else is add a little bit of my Gorilla Glue right across here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is glue this on here. Now, what I'm going to do is add some glue right inside the frame, this way and on the bottom. So now just put your frame right on top of that glass. So now I heat up my hot glue gun and fill in those spaces with hot glue. So now we have this. Now I also noticed these iridescent can-shaped votive holders. Let's see if we can get this off. Good, perfect. So I want to use this. I also have this really pretty flower votive. And it's more clear than iridescent, but it's really pretty. So I want to go ahead and remove the label from this. I've already removed the label from that. Now I also have some of this iridescent diamond bling. And I want to cut 2 rows off of it. Okay, here's my 2 rows. I want to put it right under the lip here. And then I'm going to add 1 row of bling around here. So now we have this piece and this piece, and we have this. So what I want to do now is put some mirror towel around the base. I've done it on half of it already. And this take 3 rows of the mirror towel. Before we flip this back over, I have some of these wood cubes from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use these for feet. I've gone ahead and spray painted 4 of these in silver ahead of time, so I'll go ahead and grab those. So what I want to do is go ahead and put some mirror towel around these as well. And I'm going to use some of my Gorilla Glue, put it on there. And I'll just go around these really quick with some hot glue. I want to add a strip of bling around the frame. Let's do 3 rows. Of course, I need to clean up the glue webs, but this is what we have. Isn't it pretty? I want to glue this on here like this, and then I want to glue my flower down. All right, so I'm going to take my glue and put it right around the base. Same thing with this one. I might add something to this glass, I'm not sure yet, but I like it, the simplicity of it, so I'm going to allow this to dry, and then we'll come back and see if we want to add any more decorations to it or just light it. So back to this piece. I went ahead and added 3 rows of mirror tile around it, and then 1 row of the diamond bling on each side of the mirror tile. Next up, I have some of these iridescent rhinestones. So we have several different shapes. So now I'll go ahead and set everything up, put it on display, and let you see what it looks like. And as promised, here's my beautiful finished home decor piece. Now, I'm not exactly sure as to what I should call it because I've never made anything quite like this before. As you can see, it could be a vase to hold flowers, and then of course the votive holder to burn candles. What do you all think I should call it? Please leave suggestions in the comments below. And here's another idea. You can also use it as a reed diffuser. Guys, so let's get on with DIY number 2. Now DIY number 2, we have the same block as before, the same wood block, and we have another wood block from Dollar Tree. So I'm not even going to bother about removing this. I'm going to glue this on top. And again, I'm going to use 4 more of these cubes as feet. So let's just go ahead and glue these on first. So now I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree wood glue and put it on here. I'll put some weight on that and let that dry. Okay guys, so back to our piece. Now let me say this, if you are not a bling person, you can easily spray paint this white. If you like more of a wood look, you can stain the wood. If you're into farmhouse, you can actually paint this white or like an antique white and distress it with some black or brown acrylic paint. So it's up to you. There's so many different things you can do to give this a different look. But for me, I want to keep it glam, and I want to use more glitter and UV resin like I did in a previous DIY. So I'm going to use a condiment cup, my UV resin. This is the brand I'm using. And I'll link it below in the description. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up my glitter and my UV resin. I'm going to put it over the top of my riser and maybe right here and here. I'll do that, and then we're going to use the UV light to set it. So now I'll sit this outside for a few hours and then come back and move on to the next step. Okay guys, so off camera, I went ahead and put one row of the diamond bling around here. Put some mirror towel here and on this side and on the feet. So now I just need to go ahead and add some here. Let me just get my bell and put it right here. And I'm going to add a little bit of this glue, Fix All glue. And this is all that I use Fix All for, stuff like this. Okay, so now we have mirror towel all the way around. Now for this particular part, I'm going to use some of this bling. This is fairly new to me and I really like the way it looks, to go right around here. And finally, to finish this off, I'm going to trim around here with mirror towel. Alright, so I just put that on there to let you see what it looks like, but I'm going to come back in with some more of the Fix All glue under here to make sure that it's permanent. Let it dry, put it on display and let you see what it looks like. And here's the end result of DIY number 2. Not too bad, coming from 2 pieces of wood, 4 blocks, a little glitter, bling, and UV resin. You can use this little riser to showcase so many different things. I'm only showing you a couple of different ways. Okay, for this DIY, we are going to be using this 18-inch wall shelf from the plus section at Dollar Tree. Once we're done with this DIY, we want to hang it here. We're not going to hang it from the other pieces that we will add to it. I'll be using 3 of these arch mirrors from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to remove the screws. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go outside and spray paint all 3 silver. I'm probably not going to paint inside the arch or on the outside of the arch or under here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then come back. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like after I painted it silver. And I went ahead and did a Mod Podge and glitter mixture on it. It's where you take Mod Podge and mix some glitter inside. I brushed on 1 coat. So now I'll go ahead and add a 2nd coat. So I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and my glitter, pour it into one of these little condiment cups from Dollar Tree. And I'm just brushing it onto the front of my frame. Okay, so this is what we have. Now I'm going to take some of this chunky glitter and just sprinkle a little bit on the frame. What stays on, what falls off, falls off. I'm not worried. It's just to accent it. Okay, so now I will allow this to, okay, so this is what it looks like after it dried. So now I'll take this outside and spray it with some clear spray paint. And then I'm going to come back in and seal it with some UV resin. Okay guys, so back to our shelf and our frames. I did all 3 the same exact way. This one, I went ahead and put the mirror back inside. I have my Gorilla Glue and I have my hot glue. So let's go ahead and glue our frames onto our shelf. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one here. And I'm going to add some hot glue right between those dots. I don't want these 2 glues to mix. Hold this in place until the hot glue sets up. I'll do the same thing for this one. Now I'll run a bead of hot glue behind each frame. Since this is going to be in the front and I can't put the mirror in after, I went ahead and did that ahead of time and I sealed the back. I'm going to place that right in the center. Yeah, let's just go ahead and add some glue right here. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now, I did not add the mirror to the other two before because I don't want this to be too heavy. I'm going to allow this to set overnight. Then I'll come back and add some decorative trim, add the mirrors, trim out the shelf as well, and then put it on this. The glue has completely set up and it's really strong. So now what I want to do is go ahead and decorate the outside. I'm only going to decorate this one on camera and then I'll do the other two off camera. I'm going to use some of my diamond bling. Now, when I put them on these arches on the outside, I won't go all the way down the side because it's behind it, so I'll stop about right here. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and trim the inside. I'll do that off camera as well. Come back and move on to the next step. Here you can see where I added 2 rows of mirror tile. I'll do the rest off camera. Clean the other 2 mirrors, put those in place. Hang it on the wall. I'm using the hooks again on the shelf to hang it. Then I'll merchandise it and let you guys see what it looks like. And last, but definitely not least, our beautiful 3-mirror wall shelf. I knew that I would make this 3-mirror wall shelf after making something similar in a previous DIY. And I think this mirrored shelf would go perfect with 2 of the mirrors from my previous DIY. Okay, so let's get on to the question of the day. Would you rather be able to teleport 1 inch forward or have an echo that is in the voice of Darth Vader? I would definitely choose the echo. Can you imagine the expression on people's faces when they hear my echo? Yes, definitely the echo. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.